Can you hear me? Ah. Hello, we'll be starting soon, but not quite yet. I'm just getting everything squared away on my end for the backside. Because I have not done an art stream in a long while, so I'm not sure exactly how oop, how that works. um, so I had an idea for something, and I'll explain it more as we get into the stream. But I've got to square away the actual window capture and everything before that. Yeah, but we'll be starting soon. I hope that you guys will enjoy this stream. That is not what? Okay, hold on. This isn't a game. This is a stream. Stop that. Stop. Keeps on trying to open my editing software for some reason. I think I clicked it on accident. We do want our cursor captured this time because we're drawing. How do I... Technical difficulties. I'm not able to actually find the the screen. Capture your entire computer monitor, primary monitor, secondary monitor. I could do that one, so I'm going to add that source. Display capture is what we'll call it. Ah, you can see what I see now. If we do that. Which... Are we... Yes, okay. So that's this. Does that show up? Okay, yep. Okay, so that will work. That's not the one I want to use, though, so let's... Is there a way to keep it on this while I check out the live? Ugh, that's a bit annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna do that for a second. Then we're gonna go back to here. So we have Streamlabs. Wait, what? That's funny. So you can... Okay, there we go. That's the one I want. I don't know why that wasn't showing up until I added another thing. It's like I was threatening it, so I was like, no, don't. Alright, now that we have that able to be done, it shows it on the thing. I'm going to get everything else set up while we're doing that. So, once again, going back to this screen. I got a lot of stuff over here. Oops. I'm going to mute myself for just a moment while I clean up my desk a little bit because I forgot to put something away. Okay, desk is cleaned up, and hopefully nothing else that's on my desk will cause any issues. We'll see. I am going to send out some links around to the different communities I'm a part of, so that way we can have viewers, hopefully. Okay, let us take that and copy link, paste it in my normal one, and copy. Hopefully that actually freaking copies this time, because it didn't before. Copy, enter. Now we got it. Oh, did it? What just? Gosh, sometimes I hate technology. I accidentally deleted it because I had it highlighted, so when I pressed enter, it deleted everything. It's fun, right? Right, guys? Okay, let's see. Alright, let's swap over here, and then there we go. Alright, all of those are done, and woo! Yeah! Alright, so now that I've sent out all my links, I did it to 3 different places. Hopefully that's enough to potentially get some people. How's it going, little Nancy? Sub bud? Are you saying sub bud or sub bud? That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, let's get it onto this. And hopefully you'll be able to see everything. So our plan today is to draw a what do I have it set as? Opacity is 50%. That might be the problem. A stunning gun. I can't spell. Love being dyslexic. It's the best. Yeah, so we're going to be drawing a stunning gun. And some of the things that I've thought about for this. Oh no! The pea hit its head. That's terrible. So some of the things I want with this are it's like a stun gun, but it's stunning, so it's very pretty and everything. So I'm not sure if I want to just go for straight up just an image of a gun. My thought is it's either going to be a gun or a stun gun. I think the stun gun makes it so the pun is stronger, but a gun being stunning is funnier to me overall. Um, then I got some recommendations from my roommate. We're thinking about doing like an anime type thing with the rose petals in like romance anime type stuff, as well as like harem anime, where like you see this pretty character and then rose petals just show up. So we're thinking about doing something with that. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to make it so it's got like arms and legs, but it's like stick figure for the actual arm and leg, but like in a way that it matches the style. So we'll see if we can marry the style and make it fun. Oh no, is it not showing up? This is horrible. I love it. So right now it's just showing you guys a blank screen. I've been writing all of this down. Let's see. Can I window capture? Go back. Oh. Does that show anything? That shows nothing. Okay. Why does an art program have to be so hard at not working? So this shows you just generally what I'm working on, but it shows you a blank screen for the actual like drawing, which is silly as heck. I'm gonna name this real quick just so I can have it saved. Stunning gun, because maybe that'll help me find it. Art development concept, that's the idea. I figured since this is my first art stream using this program, I'm probably going to have a lot of technical difficulties, especially early on. So please forgive me for that. I generally am... What the heck? Now that option's not even there. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. What the heck? So this should just work, right? Like Todd Howard famously said, it should just work because it shows like the screen and it should be showing what I am drawing because it's the full application. But for some reason, it doesn't want to work and the stunning gun is just not there. Like the actual art file thing. And I can do something like the display capture instead, which would look something like this, and you'd be able to see everything, which, you know. Oh, hello, DuckDando. I thought you were doing your Spider-Man stream. Are you not going to do that today? Or are you going to do that a little later? Yeah, so I was trying to figure out my technical stuff because technical difficulties are always fun. Leaving it open for others to stream today. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. I figured I don't mind us streaming at the same time. That's okay. Is my heat on? Is that why I'm so warm? Oh my gosh. No wonder my room was so warm. I put it to the comfort zone, so not at 60, but at like 70. So my room has just been heating up slowly throughout the day. No wonder it was so warm. Gosh. Okay, so without further ado, I did make a sauna, and I've been wondering why it's been heating up. I must have done that like late last night because I was like, oh, make sure that it's warm in the morning, and then put it up higher than I thought I did. That's silly. So I think the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to look up some reference images for a stun gun or a gun. So I've got to figure out which one I want to do. I figure if it is a gun, it's going to be a pistol. Because it's got to be, you know, handgun type gun. I think that makes the most sense for the joke. And then I'm going to have to find some stuff for this as well, like the anime rose blush type thing. And I know what I want to do with this, so I don't actually need any reference for that. So let's start with that adventure, I suppose. Oh man, you get to see all of my amount of things that I keep open at any time. We'll keep DuckDando in this open, just because I like having it in the background. Okay, so first thing, stun gun. What do stun guns look like? Okay, so this is kind of the stun gun model that I'm thinking about if we do a stun gun. So the ones that are very pistol shaped and everything. Oh my gosh, a bashful bazooka would be funny. Maybe I just need to draw a few stun guns, like have the different models. So we have like the taser as one of them, a bashful bazooka, and then a few other just silly ones overall. Okay, so which one do we like out of these stun guns? That's a weird one. Okay. So these are actually differently designed than I thought they were. That's interesting. All right. I think this is going to be our best one. I'd like to get a little bit of the front side of it so I can actually see this section, like that plate. But maybe not. Do. Ooh, that's the perfect angle. Okay, let's copy that image. We want to figure out our stuff here first, so we're going to just paste that to our... That's tiny, okay. So it's going to be something like... It's not going to have its bolts sticking out yet, but it's going to be just kind of somewhere like this. I don't know if I want to give it legs and arms. I was thinking arms just because, like, doing one of those poses that are, like, stunning poses kind of thing. But, the Count Dooku look is more iconic, so the one that's, like this. Where it's got just, like, a bend on the top. I think you're right about that. Huh. Are there any good ones of that? It looks like a little Batman, actually. That's kind of funny. That looks a little closer. That looks like a phaser, actually. That's fun. Okay. Any good images of that one? So, how's everyone's days going? It's good to see both of you. It is a more commercial one. I don't know. Pistol looking one is pretty cool. Pistol rather. Oh, pistol. I didn't even read that E. You could have just pretended like it didn't happen and I would have noticed. Or I wouldn't have. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the pistol one. Let's also get just a straight up pistol. Because I want to see if I can actually find... I would think something like a one of these. Or like a Luger. Let's see. Luger pistol. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, because like I think this is one of my favorite guns. So like I just love the look of it. And I feel like that would be good for a stunning gun, so to speak. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I want that for this specific one. Maybe for a different meme that I draw. Although that is a neat picture. Very blurry. Yeah, it is cold as heck outside. I didn't notice until I went out of my room this morning to grab some stuff, and then I was like, man, it's cold out here. Let's also look up bazooka. So I would think something like the RPG or the tube one would be our two bazookas. If we were to do it, I'd probably do it like this angle and then have it so that it's... Yeah, okay. I'm going to copy this image and put it onto our main thing. Not because we're going to do that one first, but because I might do that if I'm feeling ambitious enough tonight. So we'll do something like that, and then... Do I have the pressure sensitivity on? No, I don't. So, like... Anime eyes. Wait, that's not anime eyes. We gotta do the blush. And then, like... Ooh, actually... It looks something like... It had, like, that style of eye with the blush. Because they're, like... You know, oh, don't look at me, Desu. Or something like that. I don't know. Mauser X96. C96? Okay, let's look at that one. C96. Ooh. Yeah, that's a really, really solid. That is a stunning gun. You are correct. I was not sure what one that was, but right when I saw it, I knew it was a stunning gun. It's like a pistol machine gun. That's what it looks like to me. No good pictures that I'm seeing that are like at the right angle though for what I'd want. This is the closest. Okay, let's just delete it. Well, not delete that, but draw our concept real quick. Those are the pink line things, and then just like, wait, no, they'd have one of their eyes open, I think. So it'd be slightly ajar with the, and then like the small anime mouth being like, ah, kind of thing. And then with the stick arm, it'd be like with a glove kind of thing. Just like, don't look at me. I'm not good at hands right now. That looks like a thumbs up. That's really weird. But like going like this kind of thing. I think that's what we'll do with the bazooka later. Okay, I figured out my bazooka concept. Let's try and figure out our this one. Which this one, on the other hand, I'm thinking like the like hand on the back of the head kind of thing, which I think we have to figure out where a pistol's hands would be. I think it'd be something like that. And then like I'm trying to figure out the exact positioning. How would we do this? Yeah, it kind of does. Han Solo. Oh yeah, that's why it's familiar. For the one I picked up, or the not that one, that, or are you talking about a different one? Sorry, I missed your comment earlier. Okay, so we've got this though, so let's figure out our lines. So I'm thinking like stick figure hands once again, so we'd have cleaner lines than this, but something like that, which then goes into hand on the back of the head, and then the other hand I think we would have do maybe like, no, that's similar. So maybe doing the finger point thing where they like point at the person. I will be looking up references for hands because I suck at hands, but something like that where it's, this would be behind the gun and then that would be like pushing, like what's the, beckoning the person closer kind of thing. And then we would have the flower petal type thing, which, let's look up an image of that so I can figure out how to draw it. Flower, petals, anime. Let's hope this doesn't come up with anything inappropriate. So, Baron, what kind were you thinking? Were you thinking like this style of thing where it's like the light kind of anime petals, or were you thinking more like the stronger flow one? Let's look up Oran. Oran. Let's see. Were you thinking like rose petal background, or were you thinking like this kind of thing? That's understandable. I agree. Because hands are awful. This kind of thing, or this one. What were you thinking, Baron? Because this was your suggestion, so. Okay, let's see. I need to get some music. I'm going to be looking up different things that are copyright free on both YouTube and Twitch later today. Should have probably done that yesterday after the stream, but I was just so into Risk of Rain Returns. That was so fun yesterday. We ended up, well, you both know, you know, one of you was there and one of you was in the audience. But, yeah, that game is just delightful. I very much enjoy the Miner. I think they're still my favorite character. I was playing a little bit this morning, had a 40-minute run, and then it did not go well because I ended up dying because of something that I did. Just a stupid screw-up. I think it was Roses. There is a scene in Host Club where one of them enters the room and there's Petal's intro. Okay. Oran, Petal's intro. Let's see if that comes up with it. I'm seeing this one a lot, where it's the roses in the background and then all of them together. I'm not seeing which one you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about in general, though. Romance, anime, petals. I gotta find the right image to reference so I can figure out how I'm drawing this. Because otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to draw it. Okay, what about... Maybe romantic anime petals? Romantic. Oh, cherry blossoms, yeah. Let's try that. Awesomes. Awesome, she is a leader. And then because we didn't do that for Oran yet, let's see. Let's take romantic off and then... Man, I am just not lucky with the Oran. I know generally what it looks like, but finding the actual image is not great. Yeah, I think it is definitely cherry blossoms, because cherry blossoms are very much a prevalent theme in anime in general, because cherry blossoms signify spring and a new love kind of thing. But once again, just not having a great time finding the actual types of images that I would use as reference. Let's just look up cherry blossoms. Because at this point, like, that's gonna be the closest thing I can do. That's a good close-up of cherry blossoms. Let's copy that image, put that onto our thing. All this work for silly, silly things. So my thought is we would have it around the outside of the picture and then maybe have the rose motif in the background. We'll see how rusty I am with all of this, though. Because I'm not sure if I'll be able to do all of the things that I want to do. Okay, let's get our color palette started. So we want... Oh, come on, you did the thing. So we want that, which is a... looks like a darker tone, but it's actually our lighter tone, which is a little sad. And then our actual darker tone. Make sure we do that. And then if I can get the lightest tone, I'd be happy. Let's see. Right there, I think. Ah, dang it, I just lost it. Okay, let's zoom in. Right there, that's going to be the lightest we can get, I think. Oh shoot, I already did the lightest tone apparently with that one. That's funny. They're very close. I'm just going to erase this one because that's a little bit better of a color, I think. They could be heart-shaped petals. Oh yeah. Well, because with the cherry blossom, if you have one of the petals come out, they end up being more heart-shaped. You can see right here it's chunked out. So when it falls, it's more of this kind of shape. So, yeah, I think that could make sense. I'm thinking we do a mixture of, like, the actual cherry blossom type, like, flowers, and then heart-shaped petals for that as well. But we'll see how that works. Oh, shoot. I did not put the thing back. Right there. That's the middle color I needed. That's the same... Am I blind? Am I just going for the same color? I guess I'm just going for two colors for this. And then making an artificial third. Yes. Okay, that's more of the color I wanted. That is so silly. Okay, now that we've figured out our petals color, let's call this one color palette. We gotta figure out our gun colors, which I think it's going to be this nice yellow color because there's that caution-y feel to it. And then we're gonna have, and we're just gonna do that. We'll have this color. Why would you do that? It is so annoying. I'm just trying to swap my colors easily. And it's like, no, use the backup color. Don't use your front color. You dumbass. Okay. Make sure it's on that one. And then I think we'll want one more color for this. Because that's like our darker tone. So I want a lighter tone, which will be that, I guess. And then, do we want a third color within this? Because we've got our light, our dark, maybe we can turn our dark into our mid-tone and then go for a very close to black color. We could do that. Alright. All this for the sake of memes. Alright. So I think that's all our colors that we're going to get for this. And then let us turn off our layers for now. including our gun and our objectives and everything, because now we're gonna start trying to do petals. Did I just delete a layer? I just deleted our color palette. Man, you can tell I am rusty. That is definitely the case. I'm going to start with the main color for the petals, the mid-tone, and work my way around trying to make a few nice petals that I can then clone. So let's try and go for like a nice heart type petal like that, I think, and then we'll want a more full one, which will be closer to that, and then because I'm gonna clone these and put them around, so we want one that looks like it's kind of in motion, I think, so something like this, maybe? A little bit more there. No, I don't like that. Let's try going for a nicer rose. So we got kind of a cleaner looking rose. We have one that's less clean. And then maybe something like that. And then something like that. A little bit more shape to it, I think. Okay, so we got 5 different shapes with that. And if we do something like that, we'd want to have it so that we can shape them in different, or like size them in different places. But let's see, if we were to do that, what I want to do is have it so that it's got an exclusionary zone, which would be something like this right here. So no petals are right here because that's where our gun is going to be, and then it fades out so that there's like less petals here in this section. So like very many out here, and then it lightens up over here. Alright, let's see. Let's do the next phase of our plan. Why are you zooming in? That's weird. I was not pressing control at all and it was zooming in. Okay, let's actually look at our cherry blossoms again. So it's dark in the middle, and then it has like the veinies outwards. Okay, so this would be the middle of this one. So let's see. We're going to go merge this into here. Or not merge, but make a secondary layer. And we're going to change our opacity to something like 40%. And flow is going to be, or no, I don't want to change flow actually. We just want to see if we can, is 40 too much? It looks like, oh, I hate that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we can, yeah, I want to change my brush back to a normal brush, maybe. Actually, let's try this still and just change it down further so we can see. That's too much, I think. So let's change our brush. What would that do? Ooh. I'll use that for something more horror related, I think. So I gotta remember, low absorption brush. Okay, so let's go for that could work. I still don't like how, oh, but that's also opaque is not doing its thing. Let's go back down to 40 and do a little bit of work. Make it so that we flow on there. Alright. And then do a bit of hardness, not zero, but not as high, and then this kind of looks like meat. Maybe if I change the size of this and then yeah, I like the lower opacity in general. It's showing 0 viewers. That's weird. Let me just refresh this. It's showing 0. Oh. Okay. I think I like that for the most part. I'm not sure if I like it all the way. Also, what are we not telling Luffy? I'm a little confused on that comment. So if we do a gentler kind of thing with this one, we give it a little bit of an outline and then go around and just give it its lines, but not like super intensely. And then once again, we make it a little bit less so that it's more intense towards the bottom. Something like that I think makes sense. And then same thing here. These two are going to be more difficult because they're like in motion kind of thing, whereas these ones are more staying still. So we'll see how that looks. Meat! Oh, right, I was mentioning how it kind of looks like meat. You're right. I wish there were like more dynamic brushes. Like you can put the pressure on so that it's not just a singular size, but that doesn't make it so that as you press down harder, it like I wish I could have this tool, which is the force pressure, but instead of just force pressure, it also did force. Oh, also, why is wet edges on? Is that? Okay. Actually, I'm going to keep it on for now because I think it's going to be. So, something like that is kind of this one's. So much effort for a meme, and that is what I like. Memes. I like the first one the most right now. And I think when I add that kind of touch to all of these, I think they'll look better. But I wanted to see how it goes when I put the other thing first and see if it changes the feel. Okay, and then this one will go like that, and then we will yeah, I should have done the lines after. Who minds? Alright. So let's bring it back down to 6 or around there so we can redo the lines that is not the right direction. So they spawn out from here and they go like this. Like this. And then like this. And like this. All right. I hate this one the most. I think these ones look fine. I think this one looks the best still. So I might continue to try and... There we go. So we got some cherry blossoms. Let's see how those look at a distance. They look fine. Okay, so let us then use the clone tool. Alt here, or there probably. And we want to rotate around 40%. Oh, that is a weird feeling. Let's try this again. Just okay, so it does rotate it, and it just does it with that pattern. So let's go for 109. So need to remember which way I'm going, because otherwise this isn't going to work. My issue is this is not cloning with this. And that's an issue. So let's go and do a thing for ourselves. Let's turn off all the layers. Come on, turn this back on. And then we're going to erase everything we've done for the other stuff. And make sure our opacity is all the way... Opacity is all the way up again. This is new to me for the cloning with the other stuff as well, though, so bear with me on that. But we're going to just merge visible, make a new layer. That is literally just these. Now that we've done that, I'm going to keep this layer for now, but I'm going to put it all the way down because that's our prototype layer. And I'm going to name this one Rose Petals. Or Cherry Blossoms. Blossoms. Okay, now let's go back to the cloning tool. Let's look at all our stuff for that actually. Oh, interesting. Let us do 0 rotation, but let's just flip it horizontal. So Alt right here, and then we're going to just, oh gosh darn it. It's not what I think of every time. It's literally just, you have to think about it backwards. Okay, so now that gives us another set of these, but the other direction. And then we are going to do vertical, Alt, this, and we want to start that here, I think? Yeah. Okay. So that gives us all iterations, I think, now for those guys. So we want to start trying to do it down here. And for that, I am going to do just this guy, thanks. And we are going to make it so it's none. It's going to be at a 45-degree angle. And let's see how that looks. Okay, and then now that we've done a 45, let's bring this to 90. and do the same thing again. Okay, and then I did a little bit of an oopsie there for a second. Oh, shoot. Let's keep that there and do, come on. My finger twitched. Let's do Alt again, and then, oh wait, Alt again. And then down here, let's do 135. Oops. Yes, that is the angle I want for this side, for the most part. So now that we've gotten that one there, let's go 0, and then let's go Alt, and then Alt, and then Alt, and then Alt, and then 15 degrees, and I think that'll put it at the right. Alt. Okay. Ah. Okay, so we got a little bit of one size going there. Now let us do... Should I do another layer with one of these? Yeah, I'm going to do another layer with this one. Copy. Paste. Copy. And then paste. Okay, now it's just that one. So let's delete these two because those were accidents. And let us do this one the same way we did the other one. So Alt and 15%. We're going to start it right here. And we're going to Alt, and then right there, Alt, right here, Alt, right here, right there. Let's bring this up. Now that we've got a good amount there, we can go like this and do the same up over here. Oh no, I gotta erase a view. And then do the same from here to over here probably, and then again, and again, and again. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's do our next set of this. So that's going to be this one. Copy and paste. That's just that one. We're going to do something similar with this one, but we're going to do it, instead of at a 15, we're going to do this one at a 20. So they rotate a little bit. Actually, no, let's do 30. Let's do it double the rotation. Actually, 35, because we want to have it so that it's slightly above the other rotation. Alt here, and 1, 2, 3. Let's turn this off so we can just focus once again on this guy. Yeah, Luffy is a fun character, though. I like him in fiction in general. Like he was very well made, I think. Okay. Now that we've done this, let's see how they look together. Seems a little bit too much right now. I'm planning on doing something about that soon, but let's just continue for a second with this. Okay, I'm gonna redo this one, copy, and then we're gonna paste that, and we're actually going to make this image bigger. Not that big. We're gonna make these ones big. Let's actually make them a little bigger. Let's do that. Let's turn this one off, and then let's do this, and then Alt, and let's make this 76. I agree. What I am doing with it is I am building it a few times so that I can erase the petals for each of them in different areas so that it's not super busy with any of the petals. So like when we're done, we will go through manually and choose where we want to erase each of the petals to make it so that it is less overall. Like probably closer to this amount altogether, but I want to have it so I have them all around so I can have enough petals of different types. Oh shoot, I went to the wrong layer. Right there, and so if we take away, see, like, I think that is a good amount of petals for this specific type. And now what I can do is I can go back through these guys and erase some of the petals. Do that. Oops. Those ones. Don't think we need that one. I think erasing most of the ones near to those is fine. And then going like that. That is a cool. Okay. I like the way you say that. It makes me feel like a cool. Okay, so I think just having one petal there with the other one would make sense. So we'll do that. And then don't think we need any of these ones. I think those are fine. So let's keep that section together. And then let's erase that one. These ones. I think that chunk is too busy. Too busy right here. So we'll do that. And then similarly, don't think we need that many right here. I may also redo some of the petals because I think this looks good right here, like the amount of petals if we had the third type. but I think this section is too much. This is also my first experience with anime pedals, so it's a little strange. All right. Horrible blob of pedals right there. I didn't actually like that very much. Same here. Too many blobs in this section. I think that helps supplement it, actually. So I'm going to keep this one here so I can clone it and put another one there. Probably at a 135 angle, maybe. Okay. Because once again, I'm also trying to keep the... I deleted my circle. The middle section and then this section a little bit less populated. So it'll be a little bit thicker on the outside when I'm done with this. Hopefully. Oops. Alright. Just vibing. I feel like this one needs to be at a different angle. Let's up there. Yeah, I think that's a good angle for it. I think that's a lot less busy. Let's see how it looks with this. I'm going to have to erase some of those pedals, definitely. I think over here we can do... Oh, whoops. Wrong. Let us... One more, and then this one. Come on. Why are you not letting me? Okay, there we go. Erase those ones. These ones. This one, and this one. That one. I guess I'll have to erase that one too. And then still too many to me. To me, my X-Men. Too many X-Men here. Most of you, get out of here. X-Men. I think I want one of these to be my muse for this guy. Oops, I did that at the... No! Wrong button! Ah! Okay, now... One more. Nope. Ah, why did you change? I must have pressed a button. Who would have ever guessed? There we go. That's the angle I wanted it at. Okay. Same here. Now that we've done this, let's do 5. And then Alt and... No, not the correct. Let's do the opposite of that. This way. Yes. Okay. And then these two are too close to the same angle. So let's erase one of them and... Okay. I feel like sometimes he would do it where he's like, to me, my X-Men, but usually it would be a telepathic thing where he just straight up was like, to me, my X-Men, and then they were like, oh, okay. And then like came over and were like, why didn't he just tell us to come like normally? Gosh. I feel like he was very extra about it most of the time. Don't like that section either. I'm liking this a bit more with the amount. I think it's still a little too much. And we're still going to be adding these ones soon. So that'll be another layer that we need to erase. Or, like, not erase, but, like, erase some of them from. Including probably actually this section right here. And then anything around this one I don't think we need. This I like. I feel like that's a little light. Let's erase these ones. Let's erase that one. And this one. And these ones. I can't keep that, okay. How's that look? I think maybe that one gone. Because the gun's going to go right in the middle. So right now, the way we would have the gun is something like... Oh, that is not a good color to see what I'm drawing. Let's bring up the opacity again. Bring this up, and then... gun. That's true. So I guess we gotta figure out how our silhouette's gonna go, actually. Man, I don't like this brush now. This is not the kind of brush we want for this. Let's go for a comics pen. Let's see if that's better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. So we'd have something like this, where it's got its trigger, its two bullet things, and then the eye, and the other eye off of the gun, which... Gotta figure out exactly how I want to do this. Do I want it at this angle? I feel like it would just be funny to have the blossoms around with just straight up an image of a gun too. Like, just... I don't know why that's so dumb. But it makes me laugh. Which is important. That's what I want out of this image. Okay, so we bring it to probably like here. I think that makes sense for the size and like the angle. Let's see, does it look... If we go like this, that allows it to look a little... We could even have these things shooting out and like doing the zappies. Like, that's fine with me, but we gotta figure out... Okay, where do we want... I'm gonna delete this and start over. So I figure, once again, arms. And then we want the anime eyes, which I'm genuinely not sure how I want to do the eyes. We could do it right here. We could just do a little moe face down here on this part. So it'd be like the blush, and then we would have like the eyes like that with like the whatchamacallit, and then what's the... I gotta look up anime blushing face, I guess. This kind of face. Or maybe this one. this kind of thing where it's like the ah kind of thing. So they have the Monte Girls Nozaki-kun is so good. I like that one. I think that's what that one is. Anyways, so we got like the... That's not the right face. I need to lower my brush size because even with the thing, if I... Okay, that was close. Something like that. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. So, like, right here, you think? Like, with the... Ooh, or we could have, like, the... And then the nose is the shoot. So we'd have the mouth still down there, and then we'd have with the blushies and the blushies. So it'd be something like that with the eyes up here. Is that what you're thinking? And then we would probably need to shorten this just a little bit. So it'd be closer to like this size. So let's see without the gun how that would look. Where's my... Oh, there it is. So that would give us this much space for the actual eyes. And then probably we would have the blush be a little bigger. And then we would have the mouth be more of like this kind of thing. Ooh, you're right. Sight's eyes, so they'd be down here. Or... Oh. The stun gun doesn't really have sights, though. Not as prominent as other guns. Who knew that the actual figuring out where the face is on the gun would be the hardest part of this whole project? You're right, it does. That's so funny. Okay, let's I think I'm thinking that style of eye, so that would be like the smaller, and then let's see. Let's take the gun part out of it, so it'd be something like that, and then with that, let's put a layer underneath. Let's get ourselves our off-white white. Something a little bit more like that, maybe, for the actual... Okay. So if we do something closer to this, and I don't like our off-white, but I'm just kind of using it as a fill-in so I can draw eyes. We'd have it like that, and then the eyes could be... Ooh. The eyes could be close to the same color as our yellow palette, but like a brighter, maybe, or like... No, I'm not a fan of that. Let's go for a nice blue, maybe. figure out my exact blue for the top and bottom. So we got that. Maybe that as our... I think I like that color. So let's... Oh, I do like that the blush looks like a mustache, though. That's very funny. Okay, so we got that, and then how do they do their... Oh wow, they don't even have irises. They just have a bit of black in the middle. That's cool. I never even realized that. Oh man. That is amazing, and I love it. Just that face. That's a... Whoever cut that face out of whatever anime that's on, I appreciate you. We could give them that style of eyes. I kind of like this style, but we're gonna try out a few different eyes because I think I like this location for the eyes. So we're gonna try a few different styles and see what exactly feels right for them. So if we were to do more of, I'm gonna change this size down to 10, and then let's... How did they do it for this one? So they do the circle, but it's not quite a circle. And it's more like the two sides, but it's... yeah, that face is great. So, gentle. Still seems too big. That's... Okay, so light. Ah, but I can't get a circle when I'm that light. No. So if we had that, and then same thing on the other side. Something like that. And then on our this line, we do another didgeridoo where we do a different color. And we're going to change this to a lighter shade, probably maybe that, and then what side was darker in the eyes? Oh, it's the top that's darker. That's interesting to me. I would not have guessed that. But if we do something like this, and same thing there, and just bring out that. Same thing here, where we bring it down, and then there is only Zool for anime eyes. I agree, it is the weirdest thing to me, and like trying to mimic it when you're not super great at anime as a style anyways is awful. But I want to try because I find it so freaking cool at the same time. So now let's do another layer for the spotty bots, which are just bigger. Let's do that. Oh, that's... So then gotta have that above this side actually. And then... Whoops. I actually did want the small one and then a slightly bigger one. And one more down here, let's say. And then let's do the same thing over here, but one big, small, oh, not small enough. And then let's make this one go like that. Let's do the same to this one, but that way, and then now we want to do our thing with these where we are probably going to go for a 20. Is that going to be... That might be too big actually. Let's go for a 10 again. And then we're going to change our hardness to 0. No hardness for us. And then let's change this to 25. And then okay, so we got that. And then I think actually one of my biggest issues with this right now is there's needs to be a transitional for most of it. And then same thing here. All right. Let us change our eye color. So let's do a fill and let's change it to slightly blue, but nothing else. That's too blue. It's hard to actually get the right balance to make your eyes feel right. That's weird. And then 235. Let's try that. That's too gray already, so let's do 250, 250, and 245. That's closer to what I want. Those are not bad. I like the minimal pupils. Pupils. Pupil rather. Or yes, minimal puppies. Yep, cats only. Well, that is something. I do like where we're going with this. I think if I'm to continue on this, I want to make a darker color again for the eyes because I think that this color is not dark enough for mimicking the style of the Nozaki-kun eyes. Because it looks like it has a bright color that then emanates into a darker color and then a middle tier dark, like a mid color, and then a dark color right at the top. So now let's bring that up there, and same thing here. And I think we're going to do something similar on the actual eyeballs, but maybe not. It looks like they have a little bit of shadowing right at the edge of the actual eyelashes, but we're not there yet. We're not to the eyelashes yet. I actually like how that made the pupils or irises look a lot better just by adding that little bit of dark. So I'm going to keep that and then just do the same thing where we clean it up just a little. Okay. And then now that we've done that, let's go back to this section and actually this section. Gotta change it back to 100% of everything. 100, not 2. Whatever. I'll just. Okay. Okay. And let's try the same over here. That feels a bit more natural. Just eyes floating in space, though. You know, that's fun. Okay. Which layer is that one on? 'Cause that's starting to bother me. It'd be fine to have one cherry blossom, but not yet. Also, what's this blue dot? Why is there blue dot? What? Okay, now it's gone. So now, let us change this. I think I'm literally just going to make it white and see how that looks. Oh, that made it look better. That's interesting. What are you doing, Step Eyes? Oh, I don't like that. I thought about the Mario eye from Super 64, just like a Mario eyeball. This guy, I thought about him. So, real quick, side tangent. Not what I was doing, but quite funny nonetheless. And then just add probably like this color. No, that was not what I wanted. What happened there? It was so scary. Anyways, just like, you know, the. What are you doing, Step Eye? Real dumb. Anyways, I'm going to delete that and go back to what I was doing. I made it so angry. Oh, okay. So we got this. I think I want to clean up this line a little bit more, and let's change its size back to 10 for that. So right there, and same thing on this side, where we just do a little bit more work, and then now let's go like this, and everything's hardness is correct, so we can just... Oh no, I was doing that on the wrong layer. Ah! Death. What are you doing, Step Eye? Let's delete that again. And then let's go back to the right layer for cleaning up our stuff. You know, the layer we want to be on. I just like angry, like it's NG from the FTL. You made it NG. Okay, man, I hate when I get something looking right and then I'm on the wrong layer, so I have to delete it and start over. And then it never looks quite as good. Happens all the time. Alright. And the interior needs to be a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks better, but it doesn't look as good as that first one. Hate it. Okay, and that seems a little too long now. So let's go from here, I guess. And then what about that? I like that. I think that looks better. And then I gotta do the top ones and make them look like lashes. So the reason I don't copy and paste it is because since it was on my eyeball layer, it would have the eyeball color, and it's hard to erase all of the eyeball bits. So then it never ends up looking the same anyways. So I just end up starting over, usually. Oh, I don't. No, stop that. Go back to this face. Okay, so how did they do the eyelashes? Why are you not letting me? Come on, just... What is happening? Are you frozen? Okay, there we go. It was not zooming in for some reason. So they did it as a double thing. Okay. So it's erase that bit right there. Let's actually just erase some of this and then do another line carefully below. And something like that there, I think? Is that how it looks? Yeah, because one follows the eye and one is above the eye. So it's something like that, but I don't quite like how that looks yet. Okay. Ah. So something like that for both of those, and then I'm not a fan of how the eyes feature is right now. I think it needs to be like that, like an actual curve, and then we need to erase some of the bottom bits. Like that, maybe? Is that too much? I think that's too much now. Okay, let's try again. And do that much. And then okay. Now we've got to actually do this again and there we go. Now do the other eye. Let's see. Okay, and then how does the lashes actually look? So they do 5 lashes and 5 lashes, and then they have another set of lines around to indicate the eye itself. And then there's the eyebrows, of course. So let's try and do the eyelashes on this eye. 3, 4, 5. And then they have the gentle line about there, and then same thing on this side. Actually, I think that needs to be shorter. Interesting. About that much. But also, let's do that line a little better. I think we can do better. Okay, this one also needs to be a little bit shorter, so like that. Maybe with the context I'll like that, but right now I don't think we need that. I think the eyelash is fine just by itself. Let's do that, and let's just erase this side. And wait, let's do that, and then let's go like that. It's hard to get the tip right. Can't seem to get a tip. Okay, let's do that. And then Same thing on the other side. And then we have one. Oh, whoops, too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see these eyes on the stun gun and see how we feel about them. Okay, I like that. I don't like the lines. What, like I was saying. I'm not sure if I want eyebrows on this. Because if I did eyebrows, I'd have to bring this down further. And then... Ah, good thing we did this, because now we can actually catch that we went a little outside the lines. Which is fine, because, you know, it's not going to matter as much right now. But I like to not have it outside the lines. Taser Coon. Okay, so that's how it would look if we have no line versus lines. Oops. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this line here? I'm not the biggest fan, but maybe I'm just biased. You like the lines? Okay, let's try it on the other side then. Let's see how we feel. Oh, that's still too... I'm just thicker on this side. There we go. That's... And for some reason it stopped into thinking I was doing it. Cool, 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 cool. There we go. And 1 through 4 about, so... So we got that, and then thick. I think you're right that the line does imply skin that is rayed. So I think what we would have to do is bring this down. Ooh, I missed it there. I missed that one. Okay. These all together and bring it like here. And then... Yeah. Would that make our stun gun barrel a little bit too small, though, is my question? Well, maybe actually, we could make this like a frog and make this barrel a little bit wider on top. Okay, so then we have the eyebrows, which on this picture are very much whooshed like that, like they're concerned. So that would be something like ribbit, motherfucker. That's real dumb. I love it. I feel like I gotta get those a little bit. Let's try again. Let's see if we can do better now that we have a guiding line. Let's see, how's that look? I think the eyebrows do make it a little too busy. But I think that these lines are fine then. I'll keep it for now, and then if I decide later that I don't like it, we'll take it out. Okay, so then our blush would be right here about. So let's get a good blush color. So we want a dark and a light because there's like the blush under color and then there's like the scratches, which is like, oh, that is mustache again. Trying to make a mustache. It's been my desire all day. So we gotta figure out what our zone is for this one. So we would have the scratchies go like this section maybe? I don't like that. Let's try again. Something like that. That's our guideline. So let's do 4 and just... It's going to look like a mustache for a second, and I apologize for that. Although if our stunning gun wants to have a mustache, I'm fine with that. Let's make it so that they're slightly less opaque. Let's do 80%, maybe. That way, if they do overlap, it just makes it so that it's a little bit less, whatchamacallit. I think it actually needs to be a little thicker. Let's try again. I feel like I'm doing a whale mouth. A little less opaque still. Actually, oh wait, I can't do hardness. Dang it. I think doing hardness on this one would make sense. So I guess we are stuck to 75 maybe? Oops. Now the lines are too thick. Again, feeling. There we go. So then how's that look without this? Looks about right to me. Beautiful baleen? I'm not sure what that means, but thank you. I think. Okay, and then we have the lighter color, which would be underneath. So let's thicken this boy up. And then... the whale mouth, oh, gotcha. Okay. Whale mouth. Yeah, the ones that eat krill, definitely. That's what I was thinking about, so. Krill, nothing else. Oh, that's too much. Something like that, and then we got to do the same thing with this one right here, so that it's a little less intense. And I think actually we should probably have it so it's like that, and then a little less in the middle. How's that look? No, you didn't mishear me when it came to whale mouth. I was talking about a whale mouth, but I just don't I don't recognize baleen as a term, so that's that's on me. And then I think I like how that blush looks, but I'm not sure. I may try again later. I'm basing it off of this one, and I definitely I feel like it's a bit redder actually. I think that's the issue. Is I went too pink for this one. Let's try and darken that a bit. Let's do like that color. Oops. You might want to be on this right layer when you do this. Might be smart. Ah! Now it's a little too... I think that's the color I want. Oh my gosh. You're right, that could be. So DuckDando, the eyes are up top, and then this is kind of like the nose. So our stunning beauty has a long nose with their stun gunniness, and then we have the blush on where the cheeks would be, and then this would be where the mouth is. The laser sight could be a nosebleed, but that would mean our blush goes even further down, which is kind of weird. What if... Okay, one sec. If we did that, then... Oh, gosh darn it. We would change all this. Bring this all down. This too. This as well. And we bring that all here. And then we would have the blush be here. That would be a nosebleed. Or would it would be here, right? Because, yeah. I'd do it here so we can have the nosebleed a little bit higher up. If we were to do that. Although it wouldn't make sense for our stun gun to have the nosebleed, because the stun gun, or the stunning gun is stunning, so it's giving the nosebleed, if anything. Okay, I like the eyes on top way more, so I'm going to put it back. Oh no, it only caught one layer. Great. So let's put these here again. And then, oh, I missed the eyebrow. Let's just do it by Control-Z-ing. What about... The worst part about this is I do feel like it's a little too big. So it's so far away. I think it'd have to be here, and then the stun gun, like, nuzzle part would be slightly smaller. A roused 15. Oh, that would be so good. I might have to do that now. Maybe not today, since we're already at almost 2 hours, and I'm not even close to finishing the stunning gun. I thought this was going to be a simple one that didn't take too long. Man. Okay, let's do our mouth again. Did we have a layer for our mouth? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Okay, let's change our size first. Good thing I noticed before I scared myself half to death. What did they do for the mouth? They did a simple line that was like... And then we'll do a bit more like that, and a bit more like that. I think that's closer to the size or the shape. So let's do another iteration. Yeah, I think that looks about right. And then it's missing a little bit from the bottom, so let's take away the scan gun again so I can focus on the actual... It looks so weird without the stun gun now. Oh, man. What? On the right layer, aren't I? What layer am I on? What is happening? Oh, okay, I was on the wrong layer. Thank goodness. That is... No. Technical difficulties are always the best. That's why we call them technical. Because technical is just great, don't you think? I don't. I think it's stupid. Alright. So then we have a pink and a darker pink. So once again, go into my cherry blossoms. Going for this color. So we have... Oh. Once again. I think that needs to be a little bit lighter. So let's... Right there, maybe? Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. And I'm going to be redrawing the line art for the actual mouth in a second. I just need to have a guiding line for all of my stuff. I think it needs to be a little thinner for the actual line art. God, that is so funny though. Just a aroused. No, I want to have it here. Okay. There we go. And then that is a darker color. Okay, so actually we will keep that above and then right about there maybe. A little bit darker still. Nope. Here we go. No, that is... didn't realize how big that was. Big boy. Big boy. Why is my eraser doesn't have a cursor around it? That's weird. Okay, and then we need to have a darker color, which is almost black, but not quite as like that there, or maybe a little lighter. And that is this section. Let's see it with a stun gun, boys. Oh, I can't tell you how joyous this makes me. It is so dumb. Such a dumb meme that I thought of. Okay. So now let us get our actual stun gun color. We're there, where we're gonna start drawing the facey parts. We'll see how that goes. New layer. We'll do right here. And I think instead of having it so it's so circular, I think I do want to have a little bit of angle to it. So I was thinking instead of this curve, we have something like we'll see how this looks. It's going to take a second to actually get the image looking what I want it to. So give just a sec. Please. Because we're going with the frog look. And with that, I've got to bring it up a little bit further. And then same thing over here. So we'd have something like that up top. Not sure how I feel yet. Let's see. Can I clean this up by okay. Now that we've done that, I think having it so that it goes a bit more like that. A bit more. Maybe a bit of the eye in there. Okay. So then for this section, we would have something closer to this. Like a gentle W in it, I think. I think I'm going to use a dark tone as well for this yellow. It's not just going to be that yellow, but I've got to get most of it figured out first for the actual outline before I do that. I like that it looks like she is firing a laser out of her mouth right now. So we'd have something like that. And then... ooh. This could be like an earring, maybe? Or like an ear. Yeah, anime girls do have ears. let's not do that. Maybe instead we have those big earrings like that, and then have a smaller earring like that, and then another one of those earrings. Like how Nozaki-kun, I think her name is. I think that's her name. Nope, that is the wrong one. Nagatoro. This type of earring. Maybe that would work. But have multiple of them. Let's try one more time. So maybe there's 3 of them, and they're sectioned. So we have 1, 2, and 3. I think that makes sense. And then we'd have to make this look more like an ear to make it make sense all the way. How do people draw ears so well? I've never understood. Actually, I still need to study that earring more. Gosh darn it. I want to look at the actual picture. Oh, well, that works. Love when it zooms into the background rather than the actual picture. Ah! Okay, so it's a darker color, a black around it, and then a light color. Okay. So let's color this part. Let's color it in, because I think that's what I want to do, and I'll decide I hate it later. So it'll be like that, and like that. And then, how do we draw an ear? So it's got the lobe, and then it's got to go up like that. We're going to do a little bit different of a thing, because it's a gun. Oh, I should do this on a separate layer, shouldn't I? It's a good point. Thanks, me, for the good point. Something like that. And then... Okay, so ears have this part, which then leads into the S, but it's backwards for this. And then that leads into this shape. Like that? Is that? Oops, that's a... I think that's right? Yeah, okay. That's as close as I'm probably gonna... Wait, I did it backwards. That's why it didn't look right to me. Okay. Because this S is supposed to go on the other side. It's supposed to be like that. And then you have this go like... Wait. How does that work? I'm so confused right now. Because it's supposed to go like this. Let's just do that. The fact that I'm trying to add an ear at all is just terrible. I hate drawing ears so much. And then we have the face would go like this then. Which then go like this. So I think that makes sense, which means that we would have to do the same on the other side. just slightly, so that it is like that, I think. Now, while we're at it, we should draw the actual nose, which is not going to look like a human nose at all. It's going to have the two circles, and then gentle line cross, like that, I think. How does that look without the stun gun? It has potential, I think. I think that then. Yeah, I think it has to have this area have no color in it, or dark. It'll be dark. And then that's the two shooty bits. And then we gotta make the mouth underneath, which is, I think, gotta be... That is not the picture I thought I was at. Thought I was still at my Nozaki one. Come on. Are you gonna unzoom? Why are you not unzooming? You're the worst. Now it's very unzoomed. Okay. There we go. That is much better. So, just kind of a chin. So I think that that's going to have to be different than how a human part would be. Maybe we put this so it looks like it's behind glass. That could work. How would that look, though? So we'd have this here, go like that, and like that, and then like that, and then we'd have like that, maybe? I gotta think a little bit more on that. Something like this, though. That's like the outbound part of the stun gun. And then probably would want to be lined underneath. So like that. And then on a separate layer that's higher up, so that we can have it above the mouth, we would have... Gotta think about what color it would be. Let's give them a beauty mark, which will be this right here, actually. I need to make that a bit whiter. Like there, like that size. What are you guys feeling about this? Terror? Happiness? Laughter? It's supposed to invoke laughter. Oops. Okay, let's for a slightly blue shifted. It's a pretty funny idea. I like it. Is the silly arsenal? Yeah, I'm excited for the silly arsenal. I might actually just continue working on all of these, and they're all gonna be on my Redbubble, the DuckDando Redbubble, which I will send a link to at the end of the stream probably. Um, yeah, but I very much like how this is turning out right now. So if we do this and then make it so that we have two layers of it, copy paste, copy paste, and then we put that underneath the mouth. Where's the mouth? Oh, there it is. And then make this one fully. I think that needs to be a darker color now. So let's make this darker. Wait, I don't need to do that. I just need to do this and then make it so it's like I have not heard of Redbubble. Redbubble is something that allows you to like make designs and then sell them as t-shirts, mugs, stickers, as well as magnets and things. Yeah, I use it for all of my things just because I think it's a decent quality for like nothing because I don't have to pay anything, but I can get profit from it. So, yeah, I like it. I think that's closer to what I want. Probably like that. Yeah, and then back to this layer, we want to have some strokes across that are like and then a lighter color, so probably like actually white for like the bottom half maybe. Oops. Forgot that that's actually not the same layer, so like that, and then yeah, I started it with DuckDando actually, and DuckDando ended up not wanting to be on it as much just because different projects, different things, and everything. But I have kept to it because I like putting memes out into the world like that. I think that's one of the things that I'm good at actually. So let's do, I guess, like this. Another one of these. Yeah. I feel like that's gotta be same kind of like that, and then opacity, or maybe multiply. Ugh, I hate this. Soft light. That could work. Let's try soft light. And merge them together. And then do some hardness down. Oh, and opacity. But not as much as usual. Okay, let's look at that from a distance. Still feels like a mouth, but it kind of reads like there is something in front of it, I feel. Okay. Now we've done that. Let's figure out the rest of our gun shape. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the exact gun shape, because I feel like it's an alright shape, but I think we can do slightly better. Especially since we're already changing it up here. So 10 and black. So let's see. So right now for this it'd be similar for the handle. Why are you? What layer am I on? Oh gosh darn it, I thought I made a new layer. So let's do this layer. So goes something like, I think I want this to be curved more, so it'd be closer to like this and then to that. And then we would have the middle line do the same thing. Well, it would go still like that. And then, there we go. Yeah, something like that. And then for then it will go nope. I missed. Let's see what that looks like without stun gun again and see if I like it. Okay, so that would be the general shape. It's a little too big actually, because I keep on trying to do the regular shape of a gun. So I feel like I do want it to go out this far though. So maybe do a similar thing to that, but ooh, okay, hold on. And then same thing over here where it dips over. Okay. I think I like that shape more. It's a little unhandy in general, but it makes it so that it can look a little bit like a leg. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. And then for this part, I like that it dips like this, but I don't like it. I don't know how to fix it. So if we were to just do that, it would look like this, which is a fine silhouette, but I'm not sure. Oh, what if we, instead of this kind of dongle, we have... No, because that's a safety. You want to make sure your safety is easy to flip. That could be where the arm comes out, though. Let's see. Ugh. Hate hands so much. Something like that. With the three things. What if this was like a little radiator? That could be fun. What's a radiator look like again? Radiator! That seems very hard to draw for what I want. Well, so like what I was thinking was more of like a venti thing anyways. So we'd have like this, and then it would be another line on the inside, which goes like this. And then on the inside of that, we then have like the slats, which, Yeah, it is. So we'd have something like that, and then how would we? I just love the cherry blossoms around right now, though. They feel real fun. Okay. So, just kind of ended up going with the same design as they had. Oh well. Let's do this line now. I think this line goes like this. And then you have the trigger here. Just like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, what just happened? Oh, that was scary. Was that, I don't see anything. Weird. Huh. Oh, there was a noise and it scared me. Oh, wait. Uh, Mad Hat Raven, thank you for subscribing. I think that's. Oh, thank you for following me. I appreciate it. We're drawing a stun gun, which is a. You really did give me a heart attack. I didn't realize that the notification message would still come up. I am drawing a stunning gun. How do we feel about this so far? So this needs a bit more depth, so it would be more like this. And then probably like that. I think that makes sense. Let's erase. Oh, I have the opacity down again. Shoot. How's your day been going, Mad Hat? I set all that up. It was relatively simple. So when you go here, which, hi, this is my stuff, there's the widgets and such. I got all of these to work. I don't remember the exact way. I think I went to the themes widget, and then I went to the different themes and such. And I found one that I liked, and after finding the one that I liked, I applied that one, and then I had nice widgets. And now when I do this, it comes up with widgets on the corner. Anyways, back to the actual thing. Yeah, they're super nice because they like when people have subscribed to you, so you don't just accidentally or followed YouTube is subscribed. Well, subscribed is a thing, but it's a different type of thing. I think that's the one that you pay money for the person or something. I don't know. What is that? I got it close. Trigger needs to be bigger. That's actually interesting. I didn't realize. So, with the previous version, it was like this. Oh, whoops, that is the wrong button. Okay, so that would make it so that it was more like this, and then we would have that, and then a little bit that goes down here. That's a different. I don't know. I like the original trigger more. I think I'm gonna keep that. So then we have this going like that, and then this going like that. Okay. What other parts of the gun are there? Oh, there's a little thing over here. Okay, so it goes like this. That's interesting. Makes sense though, because then that makes it so that this can be its different color and all that, and like a different slope. Oh, but then there's another. Oh, interesting. Huh. I would have not guessed that at all. So then we have a line above here that goes like this, which is like a different slope. And then we have this area looking fly over here, which I think to make it so that it's close to the same one, I think down here we're going to write the stunning gun. So it'll be stunning gun. Something like that. I think that'd be nice for this one. Wow, there are so many intricate details for this, and I don't want that many intricate details. That's not the kind of drawing this is, damn it. Alright, let us erase the lines we don't like and get this closer to the shape that it needs to be. Or I could just be lazy and redraw the whole thing. No, let's not be lazy. Let's just erase the lines we don't like. Erase them all today. Oh man, so AI covers, right? I've been listening to some AI covers just because I find them really cool how they can get it so that someone's voice transforms into another voice or what have you. And my most favorite for a long time was a B1 singing Frank Sinatra, and that one was just really incredible. I found one recently that is Darth Vader singing I'm Only Human, and like it's even got like the mechanical of the voice for like James Earl Jones and everything. And man, it is one of my favorite covers of that song now. And it's weird because like it doesn't quite sound like Darth Vader, but it sounds so like close enough that it feels so much better than it could have. What if we... I have another idea for this, but we're gonna go with our original thing first. So we have that, and then that, and this. Okay. I feel like this mouth feels a little bit too terrified right now, and I'm gonna have to fix that soon. Yeah, look up just like whatever song you want to listen to and just put AI cover and you'll find a bunch of them, I bet. It's crazy how much people have done with that technology and just ran with it. And like there's some that are like, yeah, we want to make it so that this person who's a friend of another person sang their song. So like there's two YouTubers, Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, who are both pretty funny individuals, and they're friends in life and everything. And one of them did a song called "All the Way," and the other one did a song called "Space is Cool." And Channel just like swapped the voices on those, so it sounds like Markiplier as an Irishman singing all the way, and Jacksepticeye without an accent singing "Space is so cool." It is so weird. Yeah, it's very cool. I love. I think AI, as long as we can do it ethically, I think that AI is a very cool thing. The problem is, big corporations are going to try and find ways to make it so that it's like, yeah, let's not pay our people. And that's a big issue. It's just rough. So I think their hand is going to be the safety. I think that makes the most sense, like their cartoon arm. Uh, and then I think now we've got the general shape of things. I feel like I'm still missing some lines, so let's get those sorted. So we have that, and then I think probably some more grate right there. So we'd do this thing like that, and then wait a second, what's wrong with the big corporations? I think I like to think of them as like a brother, a big brother. Oh man, you're right. You know what? All my corporate hate speech, let's just take that out. They're like my big brother now, who bullied me until I was at least in middle school, uh, possibly even into high school, depending on the brother. You know, because that's what siblings do. So big corporations, they're like big brothers. They bully you all the time until you're an adult, and then in which case they, I don't know, maybe they don't bully you. I don't. Maybe it's the inverse, where like they don't bully you as a kid, but then as you become an adult, then they start bullying you. Keeps an eye on us, always watching. Okay, instead of a lightning bolt, like in this one, I think I want to do a heart. So it won't be a zap, it'll be a lightning for that. So I need to get my first color, because now that we have our lines, we can start coloring in a little bit. So it'll be a circle with a lightning bolt. How do I do that? Ooh, or we could just make the circle into a heart and then have the lightning still be a part of it. How would that look? Let's see. Oh, that is the wrong thing. Keeps an eye on us. Colin's watching. That's so dumb. I love it. I love it so much. Alright. So we'd have like here, going like that, going like this. And then like that, so it's clear it's a heart, and then you would have the lightning bolt going down, which then goes here, and then you have this and that there. Okay, let's see how that looks without the stunning gun. Oh, that just looks like a broken heart. I don't like that. You know, that's a reasonable outlook. I think I've changed my entire idea of how corporations are. Thank you so much, little Dansky. Ooh, the thirst. I don't like the broken heart. It just makes me feel bad. So let's redo this as a circle. Like it was originally. And then let's do a heart like this. I like that more. That feels less horrible and horrifying. So it looked like that, and then we need to make that a little thicker and probably a bit brighter. I think it makes sense to make that a little brighter. But let's get it so that it is the right thickness first. Let's change this to probably like 30 pixels. Yeah, that feels good thick. Good old thickness. Mmm. And then, how's the stunning gun one look? Okay, so that has it erased here. So let's erase, and then let's do our heart as that. Down with the thickness. Come on, get up, get down with the thickness. Oh, whoops. Okay, and then on this side, same thing. All right. Wait, that's not the line this one is. And then let's erase the stuff that got out of the lines. And then I need to make that look a little glossy. And then I think that's going to look nice. Actually, does that look like testicles to you guys? Looks like testicles to me. I think I failed. Let's see. Let's do like that, and then redraw a couple of lines. Okay, how does it look now? Does that look at least a little better? Oh, I can't believe I accidentally drew testicles. You'd think it'd be on purpose. Okay. I'm glad it looks like a heart now. Now that we've flipped it upside, right side up. Let's thicken up the top part so that it feels a little bit wider. Trying to get this line right is pain. Okay. Alright, yeah, I like that a lot better. Oh, okay. Now that we've got that one right, let's do our gloss on it, which is going to be just this plus a white like this. And then no, no, stop that. Stop doing silly things. Okay, like that, and then we want to probably have that be soft light again. Yeah, okay. There we go, and then did I miss a spot for this? Oh, one color. Did you hear that they're making a Monk movie? Like the TV show from I think US or whatever that channel was called. They're apparently making a movie which is his last case, which is kind of fun. It's set around COVID times, and one of the jokes is, man, it seems like everyone's living like you now, and then Monk being like, yeah, they're gonna hate it. It's just a really funny line. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's see. Oh, I missed some yellow. Oops. Let's go back to our yellow. Yellow time. Yellow time. And then let's go to this. Erase a little bit of that. Wait, what? No, erase. Is it this one? That one. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, the OCD guy. Well, so it's not a reboot. It's actually all of the same cast, and it is like they are just having it so it's set during modern day, and them doing another case. It sounds kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll watch it just because I finished the show and I said goodbye to it and everything, so I don't know who their audience is. Maybe the people who are clamoring for more Monk, but like I don't know. I feel like Tony Shalhoub has done a lot of worthy things after that, and I would much prefer to see him in other roles. I do wish that they would stop doing the whole reboot something every 10 to 20 years, though. It's starting to get real annoying. I feel like this also needs to be yellow. So let's make a new layer. Make it so that instead of this font, we have, or not this font, this size, we have it at 5, and then done. That looks like a J. Oops. Gotta do the little loop at the top, I guess. Nope, still doesn't look great. Maybe if I do the actual way it's supposed to be. I don't think I'll ever get another N that looks that good. That's depressing. Like I said. I hate that I have to draw so many N's. It's the worst. Just like N's. Don't like that. Nope, still don't like it. I think I like that. I don't think writers are going to be very willing to give creative license to studios anymore. You know, that's reasonable at this point, I think. Because what happens when they give the studio their darling? They just kind of kill it. So why not let the things that are already being killed over and over just kind of end up in the killing floor? I think that's perfectly reasonable. Then on that one, let's go into darker yellow. Okay. I don't like it on the ends. Let's try it on a different wavelength for the ends. Okay. Let's see, how's that look at a distance? Oh, it looks a lot better than it could. I like it more than I like just a singular color. So let's see. How do we want to do a G? That's the question. Let's do... Yeah, I think that's the best it's going to be. One that I would love to actually see get a movie is oh, hey Logain, how you doing? Do you want to see our gun so far, our stunning gun? Okay, now that we've got the stunning gun on there, let us do some more coloration. Delete this layer because we don't need it anymore. And then let's do... Ooh, actually. Copy. Paste. Can't believe that actually worked. Okay, so let's do... that didn't work. The problem with this strategy is I don't have my images enclosed. Woo! Gotta make sure our images are closed. If you don't make sure, then you kind of screw yourself. Oh boy, our image isn't closed. We should have done that. Invisible lines. Invisible lines. Invisible lines. What are we at the mall? Not at all. We are in... Oh, yep, there's still somewhere where it's probably here. Let's see. Okay, so she adorable. What's crackin', Dansky? Hey Mad Hat. Hey Franz. We got the gang together. I put a small amount of work in the stream server too. I am going to see if we can turn it into a community hangout point. That's what I was hoping for my server back in the day, and that just did not end up working out. I'm hoping that it goes more successfully with you. Mine, it was more an issue of like just different goals for the different people and not really articulating those goals to each other. So, you know, hopefully it works better for you. Something like that, and then now we can start to do this guy. This guy goes here. I'm still enjoying the thought of AR roused. Real good suggestion, Baron. Real good suggestion. Okay. Now that we've done that, we gotta do our accent colors. But first, let's do this. Dang it. Make it a little smaller. I'm also planning to make this one dark. So we'll see how that works. Small part of work on the stream server. Not just me, but a good point for all this stuff. Yeah, I think it is a good point, or a good place to shout out all our streams. I'm still doing it on my own as well as my Facebook page. And I was going to do it on my Twitter, but I don't remember, well, or my X, sorry, but I don't remember my password for that one, and I was too lazy to look up and fix it. So I did not do it there, especially since I don't really care that much since I don't have any followers and X is a dying platform in my mind. I mean, when you go from one of the most ubiquitous like social sharing platforms to looking like a prawn site overnight, you might have messed up your branding. I get what they were trying to do with like make it like SpaceX and X and all that, but it's just not a good look for specifically a social media site. Let's see how this looks in just a moment. Hopefully it looks nice. But if it doesn't, we'll just try again. We'll see how it looks and be happy. And then we'll do the same with these guys where they're darker. And then the trigger's probably going to have to be darker as well. And I'll clean up some of this line art later. I just want to get the base concepts done, I think. Do, do, do. There we go. And then let's look. Yeah, I like that for the actual dark side of it. Okay, let's... I'm not a big fan of this line right now. So I might clean that line, actually. Clean that up. Whoopsie. I meant to erase that line. Oh, and that's not gonna work right now. I forgot. I have another line. Let's redo this whole line today. Pen. Okay, so I think it needs to be more like right here to there. Maybe actually a little bit further over. Like that. Let's see. I think that's gonna look better overall. Let's then go here and change this out so that it's the right amount of color. Okay. There we go. And gotta redraw some of these lines because of me being a dummy. I am so happy to be drawing in a stream again. This used to be my favorite thing to do. I'd come home and just draw some stuff from Fallout, Brotherhood of Steel, a concept I was doing for that. And it was really fun, and I had a delightful time back in the day. I don't remember why. I think it was because I was moving. That's why I stopped. And then I just never got back into it. It's just unfortunate. There we go. That feels a bit better. Look at it again, and I think this part needs to be also darker, so let's do that. Also, just because it's going to bother me. Now let's go here and do that one, and then this is such a dumb concept and I love it. Love it so much. Okay. Draw the ear, and then we can fill in and call this part good. Hopefully it's not a jerk and does that weird, it did the weird. Just a moment, and then I'm going to zoom out and ask y'all how it looks, how you feel about it and all that. How's it looking? I still like the eyes. I think we can do a little bit better on the actual yellow bits over here, but I think we're going to have to wait until we get a little bit more of the detail before we figure out how we can improve that. I think I'm going to work on the mouth a little bit later. And then I think I might do more work on this section. I think that needs to be clearly divided from the handle, and then I think I need to erase this line so that this is just a little bit further than the actual trigger. But we'll see on that front as well. Or maybe just make this a little bit clearer for in general clarity. I think if I do this, that line reads a little bit better for what it actually is. So let's do that. Can't quite get that line right. I think the handle also needs to be dark. I think that makes sense. From here, I think. Can't go past. Gotta go on the lines. Like that, and then probably to here, I guess. I should have probably traced this on another layer because I was actually thinking about compare and contrasting it, and I completely spaced on that. So I guess now we are in it to win it. So fun. I really like how our cherry blossoms turned out, though. I think they look pretty solid. Whew. All right. I think maybe make it so that it is this kind of thing. How did I get Encanto song stuck in my head again? I love it, but I can't sing or play that, otherwise I'll probably get destroyed by Disney. All right. Interesting. So let's hide this. I'm gonna try something. real quick. It'll probably look wrong, but we can try, right? Right, guys? Oh no, I did part of that as... Ah, dang it. I didn't realize I did that. Okay, let's copy this. Let's copy, paste, and then let's delete or erase. Oh no, it worked. Okay, good. Now that we've done that, let's go boop, boop, boop. And that's all of the mouth. What's happening over there? Okay. I told you not to have any of that. Okay. Encanto? Encanto's pretty fun. It's it's horrifying. Oh, it's worse. It's worse that way. So much worse. Let's flip that back around. I like it better this way. But maybe if we do... Gotta think about how I can resolve this for my brain's sake. So, instead of this, let's go. How do you guys feel about the on the front of mouths here? We got this one or this one. I feel like this one feels a little bit less like, oh no, everything's horrible. Whereas this one definitely feels more like, ah, no. So, I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a few things for myself. Just isolate the mouth for a second so I can go like this and merge visible. Delete, delete, delete. So now we have it so that it is its own, and then we can go duplicate. Yeah, okay. Now we can erase around so we can see how both of them feel by themselves. The bigger one is more expressive. I think so too. My issue with it is it doesn't feel like they are being stunning. It feels like they are having someone scare them. Maybe if I... Let's see. If we go like... this and like, wait, why am I drawing this on the same layer? Bah, keep on doing that to myself. Nope, too much. Da, da, da. da da. Yeah, da da. Here we go. So I was actually thinking after I finished this mouth that I was going to be done with this stream for now and finish it on another day. Because I am starting to have my wrist get tired, and I don't want to injure myself when I am enjoying myself so much with the stream. Yeah, I think this is kind of what I'm thinking. So I think I'll clean this up, get a new mouth there, and then I'll do this one. I think that's the one that I want. And then I'll move these down, so... I keep old layers specifically because I like to see how far we've gone at the end. Yeah, but I think that's what I'll do. I'll do that mouth stripe. Okay, let's... Well, I hope that you have a good day, Little Dansky. I don't know if I'll pop on the server, or not the server, the stream tonight, but I may jump on. I don't know what I'll be doing tonight. So I hope that you have a good dinner time, and yeah, I'll finish this up and then say my adieus. Okay, let's see how that looks with everything else. Not that far, right here. all the things. Bazooka is not needed. Stunning gun is not needed. Random face art is not needed. That is not needed. These are not needed. And I think that is the last one. It's cherry blossoms. Yeah, and then palette we can also do that with. Okay. Oh, I turned on all the other mouths. Oops. Yeah, I think I like that mouth a little bit better overall. But, as I was saying, I think I'm going to end this here just because I don't want to injure my wrist or anything. And this is the first time I'm doing this in a long while. I think that our meme is shaping up pretty nicely so far. I'm excited to see where it goes in the next stream. I'm either going to be streaming more later this week or next Saturday with this specific one. Myself and DuckDando should be doing our Return to Moria stream tomorrow. I believe we were saying around 1 o'clock. I will double check with him. And I hope you guys have a good time. All right, bye-bye.